Welcome to the program of question and answers on atheism, in which the answers were given by Gora, an atheist and freedom fighter. Today our topic is Gandhi and atheism. And the question is, you lived with Gandhi. You know that Gandhi has great faith in God. Are you not doing injustice to him when you insist on atheism? And for this, Gora gave answer. The complaint appears reasonable at the surface, but when we examine what faith in God means to Gandhi, the doubt will be cleared. Gandhi's greatness lay in his open-mindedness and not in his faith in God. Of course, he started with conventional faith in God, which he had learned from his mother. As he grew with an open mind, he changed the content of God when fresh facts appeared to him. On 31st October 1931, he wrote in Young India, I would say with those who say God is love, God may be God, God is truth above all. It is possible for the human tongue to give the fullest description. I have come to the conclusion that for myself, God is truth. But 2 years ago, I went to a step further and said, truth is God. And I came to that conclusion after a continuous and relentless search after truth, which began nearly 50 years ago. I then found that the nearest approach to truth was through love. But I also found that love has many meanings in the English language, at least, and that human love, in the sense of passion, could become a degraded thing also. I found too that love, in the sense of ahimsa, had only a limited number of votaries in the world. But I never found a double meaning in connection with truth, and not even the atheists had demurred to the necessity or power of truth. But in their passion for discovering truth, the atheists have not hesitated to deny the very existence of God from their own point of view rightly. And it was because of this reasoning that I say that rather than say God is truth, I should say truth is God. I recall the name of Charles Bradlaugh, who delighted to call himself an atheist. I would call him a God-fearing man, though I know he would reject the claim. His face would redden if I would say, Mr. Bradlaugh, you are a truth-fearing man and not a God-fearing man. I would automatically disarm his criticism by saying that truth is God, as I had disarmed the criticism of many a young man. I have extensively quoted Gandhi to illustrate, firstly, that Gandhi's conception of God was changing from love to truth for the reasons which he had explained, and secondly, he was not only not averse to atheism, but admired atheists on account of their devotion to truthfulness. When Gandhi was prepared to call Charles Bradlaugh a truth-fearing man instead of a God-fearing man, he made his choice clear that he preferred devotion to truth to faith in God. Though he reasonably took pride in disarming the criticism of many a young man, evidently of atheistic learnings, he was actually moving nearer atheists when he shifted the emphasis from God to truth in the two propositions, God is truth and truth is God. He did not regard the two propositions equal, but considered the latter an improvement on the former, as he admitted he went a step further. That was in 1931. As he was open-minded, he proceeded further later on. Two of his utterances indicate the growth of his ideas on the one hand and the restraint he imposed on himself for full and free expression. He wrote in Harijan of 30th September 1939, at the time of writing, I never think of what I have said before. My aim is not to be consistent with my previous statements on a given question, but to be consistent with the truth as it may present itself to me at a given moment. The result has been that I have grown from truth to truth. Then again on 20th July 1946, he wrote in Harijan, it is one thing for me to hold certain views and quite another to make my views acceptable in their entirety to the society at large. My mind, I hope, is ever growing, ever moving forward. All may not keep pace with it. I have, therefore, to exercise utmost patience and be satisfied with hastening slowly. So Gandhi was more radical in his views than he commonly told. He felt the responsibilities of a leader of millions of people and was content to hasten slowly. Nevertheless, he never missed matters when he was faced with challenges. 1946 and 47 were the years when the communal tensions assumed ghastly proportions to India. Gandhi saw that the method of communal harmony did not work any longer satisfactorily. Therefore, he boldly told at the prayer meeting on the 23rd of August 1947 that religion was a personal matter, and if we succeeded in confining it to the personal plane, all would be well on political life. If officers of the government as well as members of the public undertook the responsibility and worked wholeheartedly for the creation of a secular state, then only could we build a new India that would be the glory of the world. Gandhi clearly supported secularism when it helped to establish peace among people. He did not fanatically or sentimentally cling to religious belief. When I stayed with him in Samaram ashram, I and my associates in atheism never attended the prayers, and Gandhi did not object to our absence. Later, when he offered to perform the marriage of my daughter, he agreed to drop the mention of God in the form of the ceremony in deference to my wishes. Though he was assassinated before the solemnization took place, Kishorlal Mushruwala, Kaka Sahab Kalekar, Aryan Yakam, Takkar Baba, and Prabhakarji of the Savagram ashram took scrupulous care to remove all reference to God when the marriage of my daughter was solemnized in the ashram according to the promise of Gandhiji. The quotes and the anecdotes cited above go to show that Gandhi was moving towards atheism. He was a man of man rather than a man of God. He started with conventional faith in God and with an open mind proceeded to serve fellow men. He was not the man to flinch from leaving faith in God if he found that it stood in the way of service to the peace of progress of humanity. His emphasis on truth, which is but a social need, unlike faith which is sentimental, his support for secularism if it solved the communal differences, and his consent to drop mention of God in the form of my daughter's marriage go to show that his greatness lay in his bold open-mindedness and not in conventional and sentimental faith in God. We honor Gandhi's memory and continue his work not when we conduct prayers and stick to religion, but when we propagate atheism and establish secularism. And this was the answer given by Gora for the topic Gandhi and atheism. Thank you. We shall meet again in the next episode again.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Samaram channels, which has crossed more than 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.